Hi, I'm Adam DeSanctis, and welcome to MBA Now. A recent MBA Newslink article highlighted member company WFG's initiatives to help lenders reduce time and costs. Joining us today to discuss is Dan Bailey, Senior Vice President at WFG. Dan, it's so great to have you here again.
Thanks, Adam. Good morning or afternoon, depending upon where you are.
Yes, afternoon here. Can you tell us what sparked these initiatives at WFG that were highlighted in the article?
Sure. So, I don't think it's any mystery that, over the last number of years, we've seen, loan origination costs continue to grow and grow. And I think the MBA's latest data shows that number is now over $10,000 per transaction. So as a vendor, as a partner in this industry with our customers and our prospective customers, we really work hard to figure out ways that we can save time and cost from the transaction. So as we were working and looking at the things that we've done over the years, we said, obviously everybody wants to get to that place where everything is integrated and we have our digital mortgage, but let's not let perfect stand in the way of getting better. And the article explains those things that we've done to help our lenders get better and to save time and cost on their transactions.
Yeah, and I think that's so important today. One of the things mentioned in the article was decision point instant title grading. Can you explain to us what that is and how it's actually helping lenders?
Sure. So, it's funny, when I first started in this business well over 20 years ago, which I can't believe it myself, but I recall very clearly the first day I was in the office and I saw a bank of fax machines, getting title data from our providers all across the country, right? We had abstractors that would, run their report, send it in to us, and we type it into a title commitment and so on and so forth. Well, that's 20 years ago. Today, a lot of that data is available online and we can access it immediately. So our decision point instant title grading engine, uses our proprietary methods to acquire that title data, deliver a title commitment, push it back to our customers. And then our goal is to clear as many of those as we can, clear titles as fast as we can upon that initial delivery. So what decision points allowed us to do essentially is to reduce that overall title curative time frame, which sometimes can be 10 or 15 days, and really compress that down within 3 to 5 days. And that's at the longest, right? Those aren't outliers. There's a certain outlier that might take a little bit longer, but that's a confident number. 95% cleared within that time frame, over 30% cleared instantly. So as soon as that commitment's done, it's delivered back to that lender. So that just expedites the overall process from there.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of time saved right there. One of the other things highlighted in the article were client-centric notary panels. What does that mean exactly?
Well, there's actually a few things that we've done with our signing agents, right? We like to monitor everything. So, anytime we can find a gap in our process, what can we do to fix it? And what we see with our signing agents is two things. And it's a common complaint throughout the industry, right? We've all heard war stories of a signing agent shows up and they've got their kids, or they're eating a sandwich, or they spilled something all over the place. But then it's matured from those kind of issues to, okay, our document package is a little bit more different than what your signing agents might be used to. So how can we train those signing agents so that they understand the package, that they know that there's something specific about maybe the right to cancel or the promissory note or whatever it may be, so they can avoid those mistakes, right? So we work really hard to segment our signing agent panel, particular to our lender, to qualify those signing agents for our lender, to make sure that they're going to reduce the number of mistakes that come out of that closing. The last thing we want when we're done with the closing is to have to go back and say, oh, we've got to sign something else. It just leads to further delays. And by doing that, we're able to really reduce the number of errors that we've seen. I think we were averaging 5 at one point a few years ago. Now we're down to less than 2 per package. And so we work really, really hard to train our signing agents, make sure they're qualified for a particular lenders that we deal with, and reduce those overall errors that we see coming out of signing.
Yeah, I mean, customer satisfaction, of course, is so important these days. What is an NPS score, and why is that meaningful to you guys?
Right, and thanks for bringing that up, Adam. But NPS is vital, right? And many times the borrower, right, they don't meet anybody from the lender. They don't meet anybody from my company. They meet our signing agent, right? So that's where the rubber meets the road. And that experience can determine how that borrower feels that entire transaction went. An NPS score assesses that, right? Were you satisfied with your experience, and would you recommend us for somebody else, to one of your colleagues, your sister, your brother, your mother, whomever it may be? It's a 0 to 10 score. It's very popular. A lot of industries use it. We've used that as a way of determining whether or not we're delivering quality, not only to our lenders, but then also to their borrowers. Because I can deliver title fast all day. I can meet all the service level metrics that any lender puts in front of me. But if at the end of the day, the borrower is not happy, or the lender's not happy with the way that they've interacted with my employees, it's all for naught, right? So an NPS is a way, score for us to measure that. And over the years, we've been well over that 70 number, right? That's what we kind of have as our watermark. That's world-class service. That's where we want to be.
A third area of operational improvement highlighted in the NewsLink article is express document handling. How does this process work?
So, what I want to be clear of is we're not just talking about fax, right? In this industry, a lot of folks say, hey, can't we just execute the documents and have them faxed back to us? And certainly there's more now than ever, we're seeing the digitization of that closing process, whether it's a hybrid closing or a full run closing. And we're seeing increased instances of that. But outside of those closings where we just have our traditional closing, we require our signing agents to engage with our platform at a number of points throughout that process to make sure that we understand that one, they've acquired the documents, they've downloaded the documents, that they went to their signing appointment, that they've scanned and delivered those documents back to us prior to dropping them into FedEx. And one of the things that we talk about in the article is that we're trying to reduce that time frame from a few days to a few hours, right? If a signing agent simply just witnesses the execution of the documents, throws them into an envelope, and delivers them to an overnight carrier, it's going to take a few days for me to get those documents, review them, and determine whether there's any errors. What we require signing agents to do is scan, deliver those documents back to us. We have automated processes that will review those documents, make sure that we can identify any errors, and then correct them before those documents are dropped into an overnight carrier. That helps us, again, with that post-closing process to get documents more quickly, deliver them to our lenders so they can review them, especially critical documents, and set up for an on-time disbursement. Last thing we want is someone going on vacation or someone have work being done at their house and needing cash out and the checks are late because a document was late or whatever it may be. So that's really helped us expedite that post-closing process. And then even beyond that, we have tools and systems that we've built that we've worked with our partners to build, high scanning functioning scanners and document automation that really helps us review documents quickly, resolve those issues, and then put us in a position that we can disperse on time and eliminate any of those post-closing errors that might come back to haunt us months from now that we have to correct.
That's great, and it all goes towards optimizing that profitability, especially in today's changing market. What else is WFG doing to help lenders?
Well, I think for us, it's always focusing on how we can partner with our lenders, right? And one of the things that we always offer and we always like to talk to is, a true partnership can help us together become more efficient at what we do every day. So we always offer, how can we come in and walk through a process map exercise with our lenders? Can we identify any other areas that can help reduce time in that process and reduce cost in that process? And whether that is implementing technological integrations, which certainly we offer, right? We have a number of tools that we can integrate with, the most popular LOS systems and exchange data, exchange information regarding the transaction, and certainly that's there as well. But beyond those, we also offer these kind of soft savings, if you will, that have meaningful. And what we've talked about today, when you look at it overall, it saves about 10% from that time frame where we receive a new transaction till when it closes, and I think that's significant. So we always look to partner with our lenders for those types of initiatives and how we can help them, and then also partner with them on and supporting them on whatever their digital mortgage process may be, right? Because we know that's a little bit longer term, but there are things that we can do right now. So let's not surpass those, or let's not push those aside because we have this ultimate objective. Let's figure out how we can get incrementally better along the way, and then ultimately deliver that full digital mortgage transaction.
And as you mentioned before, customer satisfaction, of course, so key, and it looks like you guys are doing a lot on that front through all of these. Before we close, I've really enjoyed this conversation with you today. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our viewers?
Nothing else other than, I'd enjoy to talk to anybody who used this, and whether it's just a brainstorm about what we've done, what we can do, please feel free to reach out to us. My contact information is available on our website at wfgls.com, or you can find me on LinkedIn, or any of our salespeople for that matter. They'd be more than happy to talk to you about these initiatives and other things we could do to help you get better at what you do every day.
It's been a pleasure, Dan. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a great day, Adam.